Things change so much over time, right, TikTakers? In the past, we would find strange and kind of science fiction-y those common images of people using face masks in the streets of Asia. And now, with the coronavirus, we are getting used to face masks being part of our day-to-day attire. That's why we took this opportunity to research more in depth the history and origins of this protective garment. And we start our journey in the 1st century AD, no less, where the Roman writer Pliny the Elder described how miners would use some sort of face masks, made with animal bladders to protect themselves from the toxins in the mines. Centuries later, during the Renaissance, the wise Leonardo da Vinci recommended using wet cloths over the mouth and nose to avoid contagious infections. The first face masks that are still conserved to this day were made in the 16th century, when the Black Death was hitting Europe, causing millions of deaths. It has a curious shape of a bird's beak, preventing the doctor from getting too close to the infected patient. And it could be filled with aromatic plants to mitigate bad smells in the environment. It also included glass lenses to protect the eyes. In fact, the general attire of doctors at the time was pretty creepy, including not only the mask but also leather gloves, a wide-brimmed hat, a leather coat waxed up to the ankles, and a rod to push away anyone who got too close. In the 19th century, studying germs allowed us to better understand how infections spread. And around the year 1890, the use of face masks was already the norm in operating rooms. It was during that time when a new epidemic, the Chinese plague, started in Manchuria, the northeast of the country, with a mortality rate of almost 100%. The biggest fear during this epidemic was that it could reach Beijing and even Europe. It was believed that the disease was transmitted through the bites of infected fleas, until a young doctor named Wu Liante convinced his colleagues that it was also transmitted through the air. Then the medical staff started to cover their heads with bandages, or hold fabric over their noses and mouth while transporting the bodies of people who died due to this plague. Afterwards, the same Wu Lian thought of a harness system that could hold the fabric on the person's face, allowing freedom of movement. The demand for this product was enormous, and everyone started using it in the streets instead of just medical stuff. The use of face masks in the West would explode years later with the outbreak of the Spanish flu, and many masks were homemade with the use of gauze, adhesive tape, and other materials. Over time, face masks have also become a symbol for some protests, such as the recent Hong Kong protests, and are also commonly used as protection against air pollution in very contaminated cities. They were even popularized among some rap and K-pop singers, and huge firms such as Swarovski have launched more exclusive proposals. What is clear to us TikTakers is that face masks will be an important part of our day-to-day life, at least for some time. So, choose the design you like the most, but please use it. It will not only protect you, but also everyone else. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, and if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!